ILD for overhanging beams. Initially, we had ILD for simply supported beam. Say, suppose we have AB that is simply supported over A and B. Okay. Or what was the ILD for support reaction at A? So suppose we had like this ILD for support reaction at A. Okay. This is nothing but 1 or W. This was L. Now when the load is moving from A to B, suppose load is moving from A to B, and the load is at A, the support reaction at A was ILD for RA. The load was 1 or W. The load moves to B, it decreases from 1 or W to 0 if it was a simply supported beam. Now what if we have an extended portion, say up to C, I'll call this small l. So when it is at A, it will be maximum W, and when it reaches to B, it becomes 0. And if there is a continuing portion overhanging portion, then when the load moves in the overhanging portion, what happens? Already we have moment at A is what do we want? This one. So support ILD support reaction RA is equal to 1 minus x upon L. So if x is measured from left, okay, x is 0, it would be 1. When x becomes L, that is L by L cancels, L by L becomes 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, it becomes 0. So what if load moves beyond B, if it is more than, x is more than L, this becomes L plus something upon capital L. So it would be more than 1, this term would be more than 1. So 1 plus reduce more than 1, it becomes negative. If the second term is more than 1, then it becomes negative. So what happens here, the RA values, I'll extend it till C. So RA value becomes less than 1, or it becomes in the it moves to the negative side. This is positive, this is negative. This is ILD for RA. Similarly, if you write down ILD for RB, till here it is 1 or W. ILD for RB, what we have, RB is equal to x upon L, simple, x upon L. When x is 0, ILD for RB is 0. When x moves to L, okay, x becomes L, L by L is 1, it becomes 1 or W, whatever the load is. When it moves beyond C, what happens? As we know, if we take moment at B, it should be balanced, it is in equilibrium. So this clockwise moment, this should become anti-clockwise moment, then RA becomes negative, as we know here. RA becomes negative, so what happens? RB will be more than W or 1, more than this value, because this will be negative. So two forces moving downwards, only one force moving upward. So it should be summation of W and RA. So it should be summation of W and RA. So it becomes more than W. Okay. Here both are positive. If this is extended on one side, okay, we are seeing. If suppose I am extending this beam onto the left side as well, say I'll call this A dash, this is L1, say this is L2, I'll call this. Here also the same but opposite in nature mirror image occurs here. RB, if the load is beyond A, it becomes negative. Right here it becomes negative. This is negative. Here it becomes more than 1. It increases, okay, this is more than 1, right? This is ILD for RB. Okay, from here till here it is 0 to 1. Beyond B it is more than 1. Beyond A it is less than 0, negative. Here also, if it is between A dash and A, it is more than 1 or W. Between A and B it is 1 to 0, and beyond B it is negative. and the value will be Ra is equal to 1 minus x upon L. Here it is nothing but Rp is equal to x upon L. Now coming to the shear force, ILD for shear force at say at C, which is at a distance of A from A, B from B. We have, what do we have? Shear force is nothing but, we'll write like this, it will be like this, right? Shear force, this is minus A upon L, this is plus B upon L. Okay, here it is like this. What happens if the force moves, beyond B? What happens? This is positive, it increases more than W. Here it is negative. So here it is negative. The summation of all the forces to the left of C, it is negative. Ra is negative, going downward. So obviously shear force goes negative, it is downward, right? This is negative. And what happens if the load moves to the left of A? The same thing happens in the opposite direction, right? Here from 0 to minus A by L it has moved, so that means it is moving to the negative side maximum if the load moves from A to C. So if it moves beyond A, what happens? This B becomes negative. Okay, this B becomes negative. So Ra should be more than W. Ra will be more than W. Only one force pushing upwards, two forces pulling downwards. So if you take the section to the left, it will be Ra will be more than W. So W minus Ra minus W is more than 1. It will be positive. This is going upward. This is positive. This is negative. This is negative. This is positive. This is ILD for shear force at C. Okay. Now coming to the bending moment diagram. What is bending moment? Nothing but summation of the moments of all the forces causing rotation, right? We had bending moment like this at C. This is W into A into B upon L. Similarly here also, if the load moves beyond B, what happens? This becomes negative. So force is nothing but moment is nothing but force into distance. If this is negative earlier, here it was positive, here it becomes negative. When the force moves beyond B, Ra becomes negative. When Ra is negative, negative into distance, you will get negative. Here the moment is in the negative side. Here also, if A or W moves beyond A or A to A dash, what are all the forces to this one? Okay, here this becomes negative. Okay, so here also this becomes negative, less than 0, right? Only in this portion it would be positive moment. Here it would be negative moment. It is 0, 0, 0, capital A, B, right? ILD for moment at C.